Ergonomics and Anthropometrics. This is an area that students often struggle with for this part of the project. Thankfully for you, as you're doing toys, this is going to be an absolute gift for you, because you're going to be able to do research that is going to blow the examiner's mind away to the level of detail you're going to be able to achieve by understanding the sizes of your user and how that will impact on your design. The first thing you need to do is to understand these terms. Ergonomics is how we as humans interact with products. Anthropometrics, anthropometry, study of humans, metrics, measurements. So literally the measurements of people. So this student here has looked at hand sizes of males and females. They've taken some information offline and then they've produced an original image where they've given us some measurements. This is very much a medium to low level response. How old are these males and females? Is this an average? Is this a low size, a high size? Who knows? There's just not enough information there for it to be very useful to us. We also don't know at all how that is going to impact on the design. As I flip between these two, I can see this actually isn't an original image because two different students have found it online. So that is pretty much plagiarism there. Here is a video. Now that video is 20 minutes long, but it's well worth your time watching it because it gives you a great introduction to what ergonomics is, and there's a lot of anthropometrics in there as well. Over here, this is a fantastic podcast, and the associated website has just got a huge amount of information on the history of anthropometrics and ergonomics, how it came into being, and how it has saved lives and also gone on to make our world safer and also products much better for us to use. So great website, great podcast. Watch that, you'll understand very, very quickly the role of anthropometrics and ergonomics in your product or project. So what do I need from you? We need to split this into its own separate slide for this time. You need to figure out what are the key dimensions that you need to know about your user. So if you're designing a toy boat, you need to know the size of the child's hands so that you can design the boat for the child to hold. You need to know how much weight the child can comfortably lift in order to work out how heavy your product can be. If you're designing a doll's house, you need to know the size of the child's hands so you know that the spaces you're creating, the child can fit their hand in. You need to know the height of the child's body, the height of the child's head. You need to know how much they can bend so that you can produce a product that is the correct size. If you're designing a bowling game for them, you need to know the size of their hand. You need to know their height so that you can work out how tall to make the pins, how tall to make the balls. If you really want an A star, which is what I'd like all of you to be doing, you need to look at getting original data by asking for measurements of your child, and then you need to look online two things. Number one, the sizes of children of a similar age. So is your child that you're working with unusually tall, unusually short, or average height? I would also like you to remember that this project is going to take us a year to complete, so we can predict by looking at data how much bigger our child is going to be in a year's time, and we can extrapolate forward what those numbers are likely to be like in a year's time. If you have a page with all that information on, you're going to get your A star really, really easily.